Yo, 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 yo. I'm not gonna send this back out real quick. That's it. I'm back in the building. Back. See. Let's see. Leave a comment if you are on here. Starting in a second. So, this is only. Oh, leave a comment. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Whoever there, let me know if you can hear me. Please, and tell me. Please. I know sometimes it should really mess it up. Everybody good? This is let's start watching. Let me turn my camera real quick. Yeah, because today I'm gonna go right now. I use. I'm gonna go over how to use the Fibonacci. So Fibonacci, I'm going to how to use Fibonacci. I'm going to how to use ADR. I think I went over that. So I'm going. So yes, I'm going to really walk through the steps because I know some people have like confusion on how to use that. The Fibonacci and the ADR. I don't even think everybody knows about ADR, but I'm actually going to go over what that is and how to use that too. Because I know some people have confusion on what that is, how to use that, and so forth. Because see, if you know how to use the fib, if you know how to use ADR, like that's gonna be like, I mean, that's gonna make your trading go to the next level for it because using both together, as long with the market structure as well, that's like really like top tier. So let me see, let me turn my camera off, show my screen right quick, show y'all what's up. Let me see something. Get this in.
So on here. All right, cool, bet. All right, so we on here. And again, just let me know if y'all can hear me. And if you see my screen, do this. All right, so I think I'm gonna go over ADR first. Let me. So ADR. What is ADR? Let me see. ADR is the average oops. I don't know why I keep doing that. Average true range. All right, here we go. So yeah, ADR, average true range. And that's something that I don't think most people really think about. They don't know about it. They don't really think about it, and they don't know how to utilize it because obviously they don't know about it. So what the average true range is imagine being able to use the Fibonacci, obviously to get better entry points. But imagine also being able to use the average true range, or actually average daily range. Average daily range, that's what it is. That's pretty much what it says, right? Average daily range. That is going to be the average amount that the market moves, rather it be going up or down. So like let's just say ADR. Let's say ADR for let's just say today. So April 6th. So ADR for April 6th. Let's just say I'm on EURUSD. So let's just say ADR on April 6th, aka for that day, right, was, let's just say 50 pips. So that just means that your average daily range for that day is 50 pips. Now you will have two different perspectives. You'll have buyer's perspective, and then you'll have seller's perspective. So buyer's perspective, we're gonna have, let's just say 50 pips. So average daily range for April 6th. And mind you, this is just an example, so don't worry about what I'm putting there. This is just to give you guys an example. So average daily range for April 6th, it would say 50 pips for buyers, right? And then it'll say, okay, so for April 6th, the average daily range for sellers is, let's just say, 60 pips. So we're going to go to ADR again. And then ADR for buyers, or not for buyers, for sellers, excuse me. For sellers, 60 pips. 60 pips. All right, cool. So you have the average daily range for buyers for the day, and you also have the average daily range for sellers for the day. It says 50 pips, and then it says 60 pips. So the best thing about this is like, let me go return. The best thing about this is that if you know, like let's just say you're looking at the news and you see something happening on EURUSD, and you are trading on the right side of the market. So you're using market structure, right? You're using market structure. So you're using market structure in confluence with oops, in confluence with the ADR. So if you're trading a correction, right? Over here. If you're trading, let's just say a correction. Let's just say you're going to trade AUDUSD correction. So you're gonna go. A goes down, B goes up, doesn't take the high, and then C goes down, takes out that low. So market, or not market opens, but the news normally begins for the day at 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get some news going on in the market. And if it says that for today, for example, that the average daily range for April 6th was 50 pips for buyers. If you're trading a correction and you are expecting the market to buy up, of course, because you are trading with market structure, or you're trading market structures in confluence with the ADR. So I'm just gonna really grab this ruler and I'm just gonna say from here is where the market actually started to go up. So which is crazy because this is actually exactly 50 pips. So let me do that. Go back up. So from here to here, get like 50 pips, right? Because mind you, the average daily range for buyers is 50 pips. So you're expecting the market to go up 50 pips. So now what happens is that is pretty much, and leave a comment if you're on here. So what the average daily range is, if it's 50 pips, that's telling you like, okay, especially for buyers, that's telling you that, hey, from this point up, the market will buy up 50 pips. So how that helps you is that really helps you to get better entry points. And if you're using the fib, right, if you're using the Fibonacci, obviously for measuring this out, we're going to go down because the impulsive move is going to go down, or the impulsive move is going down. So we bring this back up, and we're looking at this range here. We're looking at this range here, right? So now, if you can get, now this is how this is just perfection. Like I'm talking like this is perfection to me. If you know that the average daily range is 56 for buyers for that day, of course, right? Then from this low point, if you measure up, okay, 50 pips, and you're like, okay, cool, and you have your Fibonacci already plotted down, and you draw your zone out, and you're like, okay, cool. So from here to here is 50 pips, and also from here to here, I go into my my golden zone or my fib zone, right? Then that makes it a lot more likely for the market to drop, especially considering that the ADR is 50 pips. That's just telling you that for the day, because mind you, this is the daily range. Daily range is 50 pips for buyers, which means obviously you're not going to see any more than 50 pips going to the upside. You're not going to see more than that. I mean, literally. And so how that happens is, if you have an ADR for sellers, you're like, okay, cool. So sellers are going to come in here at 50 pips, preferably, and then we can look for some movement going down. Well, you have this marked up, and you're already trading market structure, you're already marking up your chart. You're already like, okay, cool, bet. So this is your setup, and you're waiting for the market to come in here. You got the 50 pips right here. You have this idea, so you're pretty much just using 2 and 2 together. I mean, it's really that simple. And as for the like Fibonacci and everything like that, let me do this on the web. It's right here. So it says like, okay, average daily range for sellers is 60 pips. So obviously, if this is 60 pips, then obviously we're going to take out the low. It's going to, obviously use that. So like this. And we're going to measure it down, going down, and we're going to measure it till it's like 60 pips. So that's like 51 pips. So let's drag this down a little bit more. Let's try it again. So 60 pips is about right here. Yeah, right here. So I'm going to drag that there. About right there. So now that you know that the ADR is 60 pips for sellers, you're using that to your advantage, because mind you, ADR is telling you the daily. So like the overall, how many pips down or how many pips going up the market will go for that day. So you can really use that to your ability. And then, like I said, you're just using market structure and confused with ADR. That's it. And then you can use that for each session, whether you trade London session, New York session, the Asian session, no matter what session you're trading, you can use all of this and confluence with this. So let me do this. If you're trading, let's just say you're trading. Let's say you're trading this right here. Actually, I'm gonna do this right here. This is a really huge impulsive move on EURUSD, like a huge move. So since it's going up, I'm just going. Plain simple. I'm gonna take this from where the move started at. Obviously, I'm gonna work my way all the way up and then drag it back down. Because if it's going up, I want to measure it going up. So I'm just gonna go up with the fib, and obviously I'm gonna drag it across. Oops. This here. All right, cool. So I'm gonna drag this over. And one thing that I would say is this: if you do it like this, because mind you, again, this is an impulsive move going up. So you're waiting to see if the market will come into where? Into here, to then look for a reversal, right? Now here's where it gets tricky, because if it comes into here and you off rip buy it and you don't kind of wait to see what the market's gonna do, you see how it literally goes down and it comes past this. It just obliterates this zone and it goes past this and it hits this 23% and then it just stays down there. That is a correction of the market. That's how you know that this is a correction of the market, that this is no longer in an uptrending motion. Because if this was still trending, this will come into this zone right here and then bounce back up, take out what? The highs. But you see right here, we didn't get that. So we got this pushed down even more, and it just stayed down there. It stayed below this. And so what you could do is, now you're like, okay, if this is a correction, now you're gonna measure out this whole little move out here, and you're gonna measure out that move right there. And let's see here, the trend line. Take this trend line from here to here, make that black. So this is that. Now the next thing is, let me get this flipped. Since you know that this is a correction now, because you see that this already done went past the zone of retracement. So since this is going down, you're gonna measure it's going down, because that's the direction of the impulsive move. And then you're gonna go back up with it like that. So what that does is, now it gives you, it's like, okay, cool. If buyers are coming in, now we want to see buyers coming in here, because that is our retracement level. If we get buyers to push past this, we know that it's potentially going to take out this high. Well, if we get buyers that come in here and then we get a reversal into this box, some kind of seller's momentum going on here, then we can look for this to drop, take out this low, and then potentially go lower than that. And you always go with this. You always go in the direction that the move is going, that post move is going. So if I'm measuring this out, like this whole, like I'm measuring this whole thing out right here. Since this is going up, I'm gonna go up with the fib. If this is going down, I'm gonna go down with the fib. That's how that works. Now with ADR, if the ADR is 50 pips for sellers, then obviously I'm going from wherever the retracement zone is at, you know, where that's plotted at, maybe the top of this box, I'll go down 50 pips and I can look to take some profits based on what the ADR tells me. Let me see something. Because see, this is the zone of a reversal, most likely. But again, like I said, if you got price to come past here, like, you know, maybe into this orange box or into this red box, that's most likely telling you like, man, like this could actually take out this high. So it's kind of like you know, you just want to wait, because I'm pretty sure this is actually going to buy into here. Let me drag this down. All right, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to buy into here. So if you got like some kind of seller momentum going on in this box, it's like, okay, let me go ahead and sell this off. Or yeah, you could do that. Or again, the ADR also helps. How you use this fib is just like that. You're just waiting to analyze to see what the market's going to do first before you make a move. And I know like ADR for EURUSD today was like, if I'm not mistaken, like 114 pips. And literally that was from here. Like that was from down here. So I'm thinking like 114 pips all the way up there. I'm like, okay, maybe he take some highs out or something. Maybe he's not done going all the way up there. And maybe you can see some highs being taken out. That's just a maybe. But for this example, we want to see price come into here before we do anything else. We want to see some kind of seller's pressure in here before we make any move, because that's just it's just smart to do it like that. And you'll but that's essentially how you're gonna use this fib. You know, you got this move going down, measuring going down, and then if you got a move going up, measure going up, and then obviously take it back the opposite way. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But yeah. Let's see. So hopefully that makes some sense. Yeah, hopefully that makes some kind of sense. Put this in. And then also with that, check the currency strength to see what the currencies are doing. You can see USD and Euro like the strongest ones. All right, so Euro is stronger than USD. So you can see we've been going and pushing up here. Maybe, but we're just gonna wait it out, see what this does. And you can even test this out on like a demo account just to see like how this works for you. Cause you know, that's what I had to do to get used to like using this. Here. Oh yeah, and don't forget whatchamacallit, like all week, like all this week, like tag me in your stories just to be put in like the giveaway, the next giveaway. I know I have like 2 people that are already in the giveaway, but if you tag me on your story on IG, I put you in the giveaway. And the next giveaway is actually it's not like a huge one, but it's $200. So I mean, anybody can use that. So you can see Price is trying to ease his way in here right now. Oh, and then another thing is like for like volatility, like because like volatility is good because you want the market to like move. You want it to like move, like I don't want to say fast, but you want it to like really get to your TP, or you want it to get to your entry point. Well, not your entry point, but you want to get to your target in a decent amount of time, so that way you're not just like in a trade or not scalping. You're in a trade forever and ever. You wait for the market to do what it's going to do. Like all of this movement right here, this seller's momentum happened like at like 8:30, and I waited to see what this was going to do, because see, what I could have did was I could have had stop loss right here, right, and I could have bought it right here. But if I did that and I didn't wait, then the market would have hit my stop loss, and then I'm kind of like SOL because I didn't wait to see if this was going to take out any lows or if this was going to take out any highs. So you can see this didn't take out a low, so most likely it's going to go up to take out some of these highs. That's what I believe. And you can see some sellers momentum, or not sellers momentum, buyers momentum coming in just a little bit. So I really believe that this is going to go all the way up here and just take out these highs. Even if this does look like a correction, I know for a fact that based on the rules that if this 30 was it 0.382 or 38%, if that passes, just the way that I look at the market, if this passes this or comes into this orange box or even hits a 20%, I know that this is going to most likely have a continuation going up and take out some liquidity up here. Because mind you, you still have liquidity sitting up here. Let me go to actually no. Yeah, you still have liquidity sitting there. So the market is most likely, like, I feel like it's gonna go up and take that out. I'm just gonna wait to see if it does pass this, then maybe we can use this as like a confirmation. But cause see, like let's just say we sold now. Like let's say we let it come in here, we sold now. All right, because we said that okay, cool. Like this drop is, it's looking like a A wave, and we see that this is it's in a correction or whatever. If we sold it here and it continued to go up, now we're like, okay, cool. Like if it passes this, now we got to get out of that trade, and then we got on have to look to buy. But to save all that, we would just be patient and wait to see if this surpasses this price point, or if it comes to here. Now we know that buyers are continuously going to come in until a certain point. Or like I said, the ADR for today is like 114 pips, I think. Yeah, 114 pips. And let me go to. I'm trying to think of an indicator you can use for like the ADR. All right, let's talk. Let me go to average daily range. Let's try this one. All right, so I like the settings on this. I'm gonna change this to like 1. I'm gonna change this to like 10. And I'm also gonna change the settings on that too. I do not like the colors on that. Let's go red. Put that here. All right. So average daily range. What's this? Average daily range. 1.09831, and that is for buyers. So again, like I said, because of not only the currency strength meter, news, and based on what we get coming out as fib, if this passes this price point, then we can look for the high, the daily high on the 5 minute. And this is already plotted on here for us. So liquidity is here. If it goes here, it's taking out that liquidity and it take out the high. So that means that now we can look for a correction that potentially happen from that point. That's just if it decides to go up there. I mean, like that. So I'm just gonna wait to see what this does. Now for sellers, what is this? Let me I hate getting calls. All right, so average daily range for sellers, or not for sellers, but for buyers. All right, well, actually, yeah, for sellers, average daily range for sellers is 1.08252. So that's how you will know. Like, and mind you, this is plotted on here. You got one here for sellers, and you have one here for buyers. So that's just telling us that, like, okay, just how I was explaining before. These are points that are like the highest for like the day. So we can look for price to, if it does move out of this yellow box, price to come here to then sell back off, and then we already know where the ADR for sellers is going to be. It's going to be here. So this is the lowest today that the market will move to, and then the highest of the day that the market will move to. Me personally, looking at like the momentum going on here, I feel like the market is going to move to this right here, and then going to go ahead and drop. But point is like, if you were to have, let's just say, sold this, right? Because like, again, based on market structure, ABC, so A goes down, B goes up, but B doesn't take the high out. Now, again, if this hits here, that's a new high. You're gonna look for a new correction to be formed from there, and you're probably gonna look for an A and maybe a B, maybe a C to go down and hit this point right here. Because one thing I mentioned about the fib is that 9 times out of 10 is going to hit this 1.618. And this is the, if this is the low for A or whatever the case may be, then obviously going to take this out because this is the low point, and C takes out the low all the time. But 9 times out of 10, you can see price moving to this 1.618. So you see how this is just trying to work its way up right here. Like, that's crazy. I mean, in the sense of like, if you're like a new trader or something like that, like you're not gonna know, you're not gonna like understand or know what this is doing right now. But me, I'll patiently wait, and I'm going based off of this, and I'm using this, like, again, ADR in correlation with this. And there's like a lot of different ADRs. Like, there's like an ADR that looks like an RSI. There's an ADR like this one where it gives you like the price points, which I prefer that one a lot more because it actually gives you like a heads up as to like, okay, this is the price point that the market will look to go to for the day. And again, if we go to the day chart, I'm going to the day chart. If you go to the day chart, it still shows the same thing, right? It still shows the same thing. ADR for the day is here, right? And we can look for some sellers to come in there. Zoom in. And then you can see this it looks like a plus sign. It's kind of like something doesn't know what it's going to do. And because it's just trying to work its way up, price is trying to work its way up to this green dot up here. And like I said, overall, even if you're on the 5-minute chart, it's still the same exact thing. Now, what I want to do is I want to code something that has market structure within it, but also has the ADR in it as well. So that way, this is like okay, like we're in a B wave or something like that, and you can plot it on your chart, and then you also have that combined with the ADR. So that way, it's the ADR and a market structure / daily wave combined together. Because if you know price action and you know market structure and you know the ADR, then you can use all of that together to really up your trading to the next level. So I had this mark again for liquidity, and this is here daily high. So if again, like, and if you check to test this out on the demo account, I would advise you to test this out and buy it just to see how this works out in your favor, and then look to see, obviously, maybe look to use this liquidity here or this 9831 as a target just to test it out to see how this works, because I like using this in conformance with this. And so let me know if you bought this on your demo or something like that, because I promise you, like, if this, like, I strongly feel like this is going to just break out of this box and say F that fib and just say, you know what, grab that liquidity, hit this high of the day, projected high of the day, and then bounce off of that, and then sellers start to come in. That's just what I believe. Now this did hit. What is this? The 50 hit here. Let me see something. I'm gonna make this like a different yellow though. I'm gonna make this like a. I'm actually gonna make that like a gray, like a light gray or something. Nah, I think I'm gonna go back to yellow. Go back to yellow. Seems weird. All right. So yeah, so this hit was this 09285. Kind of get some reduction off of that price, but we will wait to see what it does, because again, if it doesn't go up and hit this, it's most likely going to go down and hit this. And now, mind you, we have the confirmation that we have for this has a high here, right here, right, and then you see price going down for a correctional movement, and then maybe we got something like this going on where it's, your A, maybe your B, and then drop it down for your C. So I'm just waiting to see what this does. This could potentially go down here, maybe hit here, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe just try trend line. Here. All right, cool. This really currency strength. I hate how they have all these ads on here. Euro USD is still strong. It's still strong. So like again, it's like don't. And again, if it breaks out of this box, like going down, then that's how we know that most likely this might continue to go lower. If it breaks out of this box to go up there, then it's like, okay, maybe we're going for this to go higher. So we're just going to wait to see what it does in this box. You see how buyers are still trying to come in? It's really like a fake out. It's like, all right, you seeing a little smudge of sellers coming in, but it's like, don't sell that yet. Like, that's, no. It's like, don't do that. Never that. See something like, oops, push back over there. All right, so sellers starting to come in. But it looks like sellers starting to come in. It's really like confused. Like it's really like, yeah, this is exactly why I'm glad I waited. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not doing anything until I see something happening. Let me see. USD. So I like to look at this right here, like for like depending on what the currency pair is. So like I would say, like upcoming events for EURUSD has a folder, and then they'll say like, okay, this is like whatever is happening all day, and it'll say like, okay, something is happening, the time, and all of that. So. I use that most of the times. See unemployment insurance unemployment insurance weekly claims 2 hour 42 minutes ago. So that was really like around like 8, something like that. So like around like 7, 8 ish, somewhere around there. Take a look at the sun. Still stuck. So like, that's why I'm not doing that. Cause see right here, I'm gonna be honest. Like again, just because it comes in here does not mean it has to sell out. Or just because it comes in here does not mean it has to, do what it's actually projected to do throughout the market structure. Like it can really go against you if you don't really use everything all together. Okay, so we see just a bunch of sellers coming in, but again, I'm not making any decision here. I'm not doing nothing. Like I'm waiting. I'm not going to do anything till I see some confirmation stand up. Because it's crazy because in this area, like it could just say like, you know what, if themselves, it could just say boom, and then let's just say you like got stop loss or something right here, stop loss hit. If it goes all the way over here, so I just be waiting. Just be patient. Wait. All right. So, and let's look at what was the okay? Let's look at AUDUSD real quick. So again, average daily range was hit for the day because today's April 6th. It already went down there. So AUDUSD, right? AUDUSD, the average daily range for AUDUSD is at 67339. So you can look for maybe a reversal there. So again, I can see in literally like yo, like if I mark this up, like I'm gonna take this whole markup down. If I mark this up, I can literally clearly see exactly what this is based off of this little like pattern. Because you have a high point which was here. But if you go over here, you can see exactly what we did. Like literally, it's the well, actually. So literally said, you know what? I'm gonna go A, or you can do it like A, but I like to do my A. I'll do my A here, and then maybe because this either or will work. You can do it here or here. Either or, it literally did a correction. Um, rather we move B here, rather we move A here, and C here. Like it did the same thing, but you normally want to start from the lowest point to end of your correction. So I'm just gonna like leave it like somewhere like this and work my way over here. So I can't make a trend out of this for sure. I definitely can't make a trend out of this. So that doesn't even matter. It hit the average daily range for the day again, which was 66573. I'm assuming it did that like this morning, like maybe 8 in the morning. But the average daily range for the day, like literally, is 67329. So if we get buyers to come in on AUDUSD, I mean, you can trade this all the way up into here, and that's let me see something. Let's just say if you had caught it right here or something like that, 76 pips, it's not bad. Yo, that's like a 3 pip stop. That's wild. But something like that. And it's crazy because again, like liquidity is here. So that's like important stuff to like understand. So if I go to a currency trend meter, AUDUSD, okay, AUDUSD is strong as of right now. As of right now, but if EURUSD, if we go back to EURUSD, right? If we go back to EURUSD, if we got breakout out of this box and we got buyers to come in and obviously we're expecting this to buy up into, take out this liquidity and go up to here, then AUDUSD most likely would do the same thing. It's kind of like you just want to play it, you just want to wait again, kind of see what it does in a particular zone. man, I need to get me some Starbucks for real. All right, let me go back to AUDUSD. Alright. And see, like over here, you literally have, um, like let's just say like you get buyers, here, right? And you see just a little bit of sellers come in, so you sell it here. All right, cool, bet it's gonna sit out. Now, you got to ask yourself, why would it sell down? You might look over here and try to see what it did in the past or something like that. You know, traders do that. Some traders do that. But 9 times out of 10, if you look at the bigger picture, you're like, all right, bet this looks like it already did a correction. It's like it already did a correctional pattern. So now you're like, okay, cool. All more reason for this to actually go to the upside. Let's see what this does. Yeah, let me know if you kind of see like using the fib like a little easier now, because I know like it's really just like going in the direction or taking this in the direction of the impulsive move. So again, like if you got an impulsive move going down and you try to measure that, just go down with it. If it's going up, you go up with it, and then the rest is just like, self-explanatory. Like obviously this is going down, so I took the fib and then went down with it, and then I just put the rest of it going up to get my little thing, my zone. Oh, I'm sure let me go to the current chart here. All right, so USD gained strength, so we're gonna wait to see what that does. You gotta come back to the K, man. You gotta come back to the K. On topic, but all right, let me see something. I think I should use like a let me use a what's that thing called? Like a spin wheel for like the giveaway. But I just gotta wait till I gotta wait to see when I'm gonna wait and see how many people like actually hop on here. Alright, you had sales coming in, right? But look, it looks like it's trying. Go back, like look, I'm gonna like look at this candle here. It's trying to, but please let me know if you're plugged in so I can throw you into the giveaway this week. And I know who's on, so well from the chats that I have, I guess I know who's on. But if you new and you just hopping on or something like that, just leave a comment. Let me know you're on because I'm really not able to see who's on here unless y'all leave a comment. Don't just be watching me because that's kind of creepy. Don't be stalking me. It's like, nah. But for real though, I always feel like somebody's watching me. It's like, nah. Man. That thing is just sitting there. We just waiting. Any USD do anything? Nope. Nothing. Nope. All right, you see buyers starting to come in. Okay. See buyers starting to come in just a little bit. Side got sellers coming. It's really like a battle right now. It's like a back and forth battle. Back and forth battle. Back and forth. And then like I explained earlier, like literally I'm really going based off of like market structure and then the ADR. So I think I'm gonna post this on my no, give me 1 second. So again, like right now, I'm just waiting. I'm just really waiting, man. I'm waiting to see if this is going to break out of this yellow box or if it's not going to break out of this yellow box. If it breaks out of this yellow box, it's like okay, cool. We can then determine what we're going to do next. Um, that's just me. That's just my opinion. Um, like I want to see like if this breaks out of this here. So if it goes to here right here. So if it breaks, what is this? This is 0.914. If it breaks that, then we can look for going. We can look for moving going to the downside. If this goes and breaks 9388, we can look for moving going to the upside. And then obviously taking out this liquidity up here, and then of course going to the ADR price, which is 0.9831. So that's what I like for this. And again, we go into look at the news, what's going on with the euro and the US dollar and things like that. I think I already explained like earlier, like I like to look at the upcoming events for the currency pair because it kind of helps me get an idea at where the market is going and what it's going to do next. So like if it talks about unemployment rates for the US dollar, then that's obviously going to affect the market and so forth. So like right now, I'm just waiting. If I go over here, I can see some. Maybe you do something like this. Actually, make this. Make this. And maybe this would be like a fourth wave, and then obviously go up, take out these highs, and make a new high. Because if it makes a new high, that's 5. If it doesn't do anything at all, then or if it drops down, takes out these lows right here, then that is still a correction, and then now we'll look for that to continue to a new trend. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna wait. Check on AUDUSD, see what that's doing. So you see buyers coming in right now. You see buyers coming in. And this is like a good 76 pips on this. Had somebody sold this off, they would have like lost. Like if somebody had sold this off, I'm telling you right now, like they would have been pretty pissed off because the ADR, aka the average, like I said, average daily range, which is the range that the market is projected to go into, or the price point that the market is projected to go to. For sellers, 66573, and then for buyers, 67339. So that's up here. So I'm expecting buyers to just go ahead and just take over on AUDUSD, and then I'm also expecting EURUSD buyers to take over too. Which we got some buyers, some form of buyers coming in now. So I'm just gonna wait on that. And again, leave a comment if you're watching. Let me know you're all here. Let me see something. Let me go to the day chart. So on the day chart, let's see here. So you got some liquidity here, and of course liquidity is sitting down here, but it hasn't taken that out yet. So we're not worried about that because we know that that is the ADR for the day. Let's see what's gold. I think gold had bought up, if I'm not mistaken. Gold had bought up. Chart. So ADR for gold, 235.121, and the ADR for sellers, 1987.254. 254, that's funny. All right, so yeah, right now we're just playing a waiting game, especially for EURUSD and AUDUSD. Waiting for the market to come into this box, or not come into the box, but to break this box, depending on which direction it's going to break. Whether it breaks this price point here, 9388, or if it breaks this price point, I'm going to mark that black. It breaks that price point 09177. So yeah, if it breaks that, then yeah, now it's definitely going to go to take out these lows right here, because liquidity is sitting here. Let's go ahead and mark that. All right, cool. So really, like, this is really the waiting game, to be honest with y'all. Like, it's just a waiting game. It's just patience. Like, Okay, let's take a look at the currency strength. Let's go check that. So euro is still stronger, so we're good on that. To be honest, like I'm looking to see USD here. Let me do a long position here at this price point, and then if I do a long position at was it 9285? Yeah, 9285. If I did a market execution there up to this liquidity, that's 44 pips. If I did it up to here, that's 54 pips. That's still decent. You know, you don't need too much. Less is more with the market. Less is definitely more. Right now I'm waiting to see when this is gonna break this price. Like I'm trying to see if this is gonna break 9285. Or at least 9285. I want to see it break 9388, but if it breaks 9285, we're good. All right, so I definitely strongly feel like we're gonna have some buyer momentum coming in here in a second. This thing is definitely looking like it's gonna skyrocket. And again, if this makes a new high here, this AER price point, that's going to really start over your wave, or at least your ABC pattern. ABC. So I'm gonna show you, like, it has pushed up quite a bit. So from here, like from where it's at now, yeah, I think definitely might make a high. Watch this. Watch. I don't know it. At the end of the day, like when it comes down to market, yes, this is definitely going to skyrocket. Like the way that candle came out, I knew that this thing was going to skyrocket. I just knew it. So I know it's going to break this price point here. But to each his own though, like literally the market is not a casino. It's not something where you just throw like $50, $60 in there and then you just do whatever with it. Like, no. Strategize, be smart about it, and look at how the market is moving. Are you looking at it back here? What it's doing now? Whatever. You just gotta be smart, because sometimes, of course, not everything is guaranteed, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get some decent movement in. Let's take a look at GBPUSD. Look at GBPUSD. So one thing that I had mentioned about GBPUSD the other day was that this was actually going up into a fifth wave. We looked for this to project down into the zone, which it did that, and then we got to go up and then take out this liquidity here. So I'm going to drag this over. Let's drag this over. So it took out the liquidity that was up here. Took out the liquidity there. Then we had seen continuation going up. We got a new high. We got more liquidity taken out. So this is no longer here, and then this one is no longer here. Now the ADR for the day, we got 1.25216 and then 1.23776. So these price points are going to look to get hit. One of these price points for today. Me knowing that there's a lot going on with the US dollar, I'm definitely looking to trade this up to this high and so forth. And this right here to be like that's definitely it's most likely going to make a move for sure. Because if it hits here, that's technically not a new high because it wouldn't have taken or taken this out end. But yeah, be patient, be wait. This purple box is a respected area, so I went ahead and I drew that out. Now we go to the day chart, we can see that that's a respected area though. Why is that respected area? Well, let's see. Got a double top. So that's definitely why I feel like that was an area of resistance there, because this definitely was going to look to get taken out for sure, because you got two equal highs right here. Took that out, and now it's looking to go ahead and hit that high point once again, so then come lower. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm telling y'all, this is definitely gonna break this. Was it 9285? But yeah, guys, I will be live again today at 7. I might actually go live a little bit earlier than that, but if I do, I will definitely let you guys know. But until then, I am out of here.